Hey, welcome to an episode of Chad's Beer Reviews. It's springtime, technically, so that means it's time for bocks and double bocks. And we're going to start out with one of the more famous double bocks, or Doppelbock as it's pronounced in German. This is the Ayinger Celebrator, or is it Celebrator? I don't know. Doppelbock, the finest Bavarian double bock beer. And as you can see, there's two goats celebrating a big glass of beer on the front there. Nothing on the back except for 6.7% ABV. Although the bottle does come with this, cute little plastic goat thing on the string. Not really sure what's the point of that. Plain white cap though, kind of a bummer. Something I'm starting doing from now on is anytime I'm reviewing a beer that's appeared in any of these books behind me, I'm gonna show it in the review somehow. This was in both the 500 Beers by Zach Avery and the Michael Jackson Great Beer Guide. So pause if you want to read either of their texts about the beer. Bock is actually the German word for goat, so that's where it comes from. Because like a goat kicks, so like these beers have a kick to them, they say. Whoa, whoa! I didn't know it was going to get such a rough pour there. Look at that head, it's like a stout almost. We'll come back when this thing's ready to drink. Alright, I'm back. As you can see, I got a good looking beer here. In fact, I got a little close-up shots of the beer during the break. The body looks, kind of like a extremely dark purple, but if we hold it up to the light, it almost looks kind of pinkish. Like a ruby red, I guess you could say. The head is, foamy, kind of a tan color. It smells really good. I mean, it smells like, to kind of steal some phrases from these guys behind me, fruitcake, rum, raisin. So, let's give this thing a whirl. Cheers. Yeah. The first thing I noticed was like how soft the beer was. Reminds me of like when if you drink like a really well-aged vintage barley wine like that, just the liquid kind of fruit. It's kind of like a syrupiness. Maybe because of the way I poured it, it doesn't feel highly carbonated. Looks like a lot of the carbonation out, but it's just like it's so welcoming to the palate. Get a nice rich toffee sweetness, and it finishes with like a bitter dark chocolate aftertaste. So like it's sweet. It's not as like overtly bready as a lot of bocks I've had. Like a good American example would be like the Sam Adams Double Bock, which is just like all bread. This one actually has like real flavor to it. It's so nice and thick in the mouth. It's not sticky though. Like a lot of beers, like they literally feel sticky in the mouth. This one's not really that way. I mean, like it has like a kind of like a thicker viscosity for sure, which is why I say it's like kind of like syrup but without the stickiness. Think of it as like really as like thick water, I guess. Yeah, I like that toffee sweetness. The fruit cake, the fruit basket flavor. Very akin to what you get in a lot of like the Belgian quads and the Trappist beers. Only the difference here is that this beer isn't all peppery and exploding in your mouth. This is drinkability on this compared to like any kind of Trappist beer. This is through the roof compared to those. You could probably, I probably wouldn't call it quaffable, but it's definitely an easy drinking beer. Now 6.7% ABV, depending on who you are, that might be low, that might be high. For me, that's like about average. A few years ago, that might have scared me away, but now I look at 6.7 and I'm just like, it's next to nothing. Nice. This is just like a fun beer to drink. I haven't had a beer that was like literally fun to drink in a while. Now I'm sorry that I only bought one 12-ounce bottle of it. I can't really remember the Paul Anner Salvatore Doppelbock off the top of my head. How this would compare to that particularly. These are the only two authentic German Doppelbocks I think I've had. But this one is... This is a pretty impressive beer. I'm not going to give it my highest rating, but it is going to come close. This is getting a 9 out of 10. I highly recommend this, the Ayinger Celebrator Doppelbock. Yeah, make sure you let it warm up to like really bring the flavor out. It's such a nice sweetness without it being obnoxious. So, yeah, 9 out of 10 for the Ayinger Celebrator Doppelbock. That does it for this episode of Chad's Beer Reviews. Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys next time. Cheers.
Somebody brewed it, Chad just reviewed it. Thanks for watching Chad's Beer Reviews. Trust me, the next episode will be a lot better.